the devotional is trust God for direction. We all know we need to completely trust God with the direction of our lives and ministries, which I think of this business as my ministry. It allows future destinations to be ordered by his hand and loosens our iron grip on the wheel of control. So why don't we trust? We don't trust because we're uncomfortable with the risk of unclear outcomes and destinations. When traveling by water, we can choose two methods of transportation, a sailboat or a powerboat. When sailing, we trust the wind to propel and guide us, and we must gear everything we do around being responsive to the wind's direction, strength, and consistency. In contrast, in a powerboat, we trust in the motor to give us power, bearing, and stamina. In it, we can easily ignore or even go against the wind because our course is self-determined by our horsepower. Choosing a sailboat or a powerboat begins with the core decision of where we place our trust. We will be consumed by confusion until we settle once and for all. Our relationship with Christ needs to be one of a sailboat, a relationship that trusts his direction, moving with the wind and current he's providing, rather than struggling against them with our own power. When we embrace it, we join those leaders who have become free from the overwhelming burden of determining what is best for their ministry. We no longer need to manipulate our efforts and circumstances to engineer outcomes that force predetermined destinations to be reached. When we trust God's leading, we can know exactly where we're going. We're going where God guides us. We trust him for the destination rather than praying our efforts are sufficient for taking us there. Reflection. In what ways am I struggling under my motor rather than moving under God's direction? And the scripture that goes with that is, trust in the Lord with all your heart and do not lean on your own understanding. In all your ways acknowledge him and he will make straight your paths. And I was like, wow, like that is right on course with what we're talking about tonight and what this business is doing, where we're going as a team, and all the things, because God's in control, but he's given us this vehicle of the ministry, and we can either go against his will with that powerboat, or we can be in the sailboat and say, God, you direct our paths. You make our paths straight, and we will trust in you. And I just loved it.
That's so good, Mel. I love it. I love it. It's so hard to like let go of the steering wheel sometimes, and allow him to get our paths. And because sometimes it doesn't happen in the season that we want it to for ourselves. You know, we have a plan, but it's not always. You know, Jonah decided to go to Nineveh, to go away from Nineveh. And look what happened to him. So the Lord ended up getting him where he wanted him to go on whether Jonah wanted to go or not. So love that. Thank you, Mel. So tonight, such big things are happening. If you did not watch the conference recap from Freedom Legacy on Tuesday night, I shared it in the chat. You may have to scroll up. If you don't want to scroll up, just message me. I'll get it to you personally. It was really, really good with some of the leaders that were there. And then Brittany Landrum wasn't, but I just always love listening to her anyway. And her takeaways, but it was just such a good, just exciting things are happening in this business. And I have never been this excited, I think, since when I first started. Like, there is so much money on the table to be able to earn that is not defined by a rank. Okay. Like it doesn't matter who you are. It doesn't matter if you just started. It doesn't matter if you are, like nobody. It doesn't matter if you've been in this business forever. This money is present and able to be gotten by anybody, to be able to provide for your family some large amounts of money. And Mel and I haven't seen this kind of large money since we first started in the business. And, we are super excited to be taking a part of that. So first I want to talk about, what is out there to be able to earn right now. So obviously we have the 4-in-1 still going on. And if that has been holding you back, or you feel like, a certain way about 4-in-1, because I did feel a certain way about it back when it first started. And that's just being full transparency. I was just kind of like, that's not really for me. That's for like new people. Well, guess what? It's not going anywhere, and it is for me. And if I want to make money in this business, that's the way to make money in this business. So 4-in-1 is still present. You get $150. You get $50 when you get your 4 and 240 BV, and then when you get your 1 friend, you get $100. Then when they do their 4-in-1, you get $350. Okay, so that's $500 just right there to qualify for the Dominican Republic. And I just want to kind of like make sure that across the board, everybody understands what the qualifications for going to the Dominican Republic. A, you do not have to be a certain rank. B, no one else can kick you out of this. Only yourself. Only you can keep you from achieving this trip. Okay? Because it's not going to be that Mel has more points than me, Brittany Landrum or Sherry Akala has more points than me. All these big names are going to go. They are literally saying, do this, do this, do this, and you go. If you do this, you get to bring your spouse or a friend. If you do this, you get free airfare. Okay? To anyone. The only person that can count you out is you. That's it. Nobody can kick you out. Nobody can take it away from you. Nobody can get more points than you. The only person that can take it away is you. Okay, and so here's what the qualifications are. A, you have to run an 80 BV auto ship starting this month. Every month through June. February, March, April, May, June. Every month you have to run an 80 BD auto ship. Okay? How you want to do that, whether you want it to be products that you use, whether you want it to be things, all of a sudden you want to start doing big on sample cash, making quick money, you can buy certain stuff for sample cash. Just however you want to do it, every month it has to be ran. The last day to get it in this month, so you need to get off this call and schedule it. What I do, and I was telling this to somebody the other day, I like to put out the claim that this business pays for my products. I literally run my auto ship the day after we get paid and let my It Works pay for it, or a part of it. And then I could say that I've never had to pay for my products. Does that make sense? Like this business, I don't have to put money out for my account for my products. This business pays for them. And so I set it up like that. But the last day you can run an auto ship is on the 25th of the month. So if you forget, if you do it on the 26th of this month, you've lost out on the trip to the DR. Okay? So that, like, very plainly, you do not run an auto ship this month, you do not qualify. Okay? So number 2 is you have to do the 4-in-1 cycle 7 times. All right, so when I say cycle, I mean Koi gets 4-in-1. Koi has her 1, she signed Dash. Dash gets 4-in-1. That's a cycle. That's also $500. Okay, so you have to do that 7 times. Koi and Dash, their cycle 7 times. Okay, that's $500 times 7. That's $3,500, you guys. It's a freaking lot of money. On top of when you do it 3, so you're going to do it 3 times 2, you're going to get $2,500 extra. So it's an extra $5 grand. It's a lot of money. Okay? So you have to do that times 7 to be able to get to the strip. Auto ship for the next 5 months. Complete that 7 times by the end of June. If you want to invite a spouse or a friend, you have to complete it 2 more times. Just those little circles, the coin dash circle, the $500. You have to do it 2 more times to get free airfare, and you have your choice. You can do airfare versus spouse, whatever, it doesn't matter. To get free airfare, $400 in free airfare, you have to complete it 2 more times. And actually, you get $800. So for each extra circle, you can get $400 and $400, so $800. That would be $400 for you and $400 for your spouse or your friend or your mom or whoever you wanted to bring. Again, you are the only one that can count yourself out. So the reason we're kind of talking about this is because I look at this team, and I was talking to, we had a call with somebody just a little bit ago. And here's the thing. I told Mel, I'm tired of going to these things by myself. It's time for my team to come along and celebrate with me and have some wins. Okay? You guys can all be present. We can be taking the DR by storm by bringing ourselves, bringing our people that we're signing. This is so achievable. But how it's achieved is that background work. Okay, that background work every single day. And here is the thing. And, Mel and I preach the task list every single day. And you guys all know what that is. It's not a new concept. We've talked to you guys all about it. But what may work for Mel and I may not work 100% for you. Well, Mel, I only have 300 friends. Okay, well, we need to find out how to get you more friends, or we need to do something different. Okay, it's about looking at, I gave this challenge to somebody today. Write on a piece of paper, this is what I did today. I interacted for 5 minutes. I did self-development for 5 minutes. I sent out 35 host-to-post asks. I made a reel today. Then in the next column at the end of the day, you write out, what was your result from that day? I got 2 host-to-posts up. I got 200 views on my reel. I got 3 new friends. Okay, so literally write out, I did this, it equaled this. Does that make sense? So you see what your work is doing for you. Then you look at that list of what you've accomplished and be like, I need to do more of this because this is what equaled me the best results. Okay. So if you're asking all your 300 friends and you aren't getting a single host post up, we need to find something else that's going to make you money. Okay. We need to find something else to make you have friends and views and customers. So a couple different things. Obviously we know that, host to post, it works. It still works. It works for me. It works for Mel. We are host to post, girls. But we also know that we're in a season of where video content is huge. Okay, we have now tapped into the Facebook world where Facebook Reels are taking off and doing really well. Because these are people that have, where'd I go? These are people that have seen videos like TikTok before, okay? And so that's huge to be able to get out to that market. And so if you get 200 views on a reel, that's great. That's 200 people that didn't see your post. That's hopefully 200 people that go to your page and look at your stuff. And so another thing that's really big right now is messenger parties. And we've messaged a couple of you about this and talked to you about it. I have personally done these with success. They work really well. I start every new DT that I have with a messenger party. You don't have a new DT? That's okay. You can still host a messenger party, okay? And so what messenger parties are is basically just like if you got invited to do a Pampered Chef messenger party or a nails messenger party, you get invited to it, you get added into a messenger chat, and then you just start talking about products, okay? Well, there's a board that we can share with you guys to be invited to that has all the scripts and everything that's in it. And what it does, the suggestion today was using current LCs or old LCs to host a messenger party for you. Use maybe a potential DT that you have been talking to say, hey, I know you're not quite ready to get started yet, but maybe you'd like to go ahead and have maybe 4 or 5 friends and share the business with, okay? You can maybe sign from them and be like, okay, these 5 friends are ready to order. Are you ready to jump on board now? That's another tool that you can use. And then you're like getting, even if they don't order, you're getting into those people, you're putting seeds out. So that's 7 seeds. So say I ask Mel. Mel's been a customer for me for a long time. I ask her to do a messenger party and to invite 5 or 6, 10 people to the messenger party. She said, yeah, I'd love to help you. And I'm also going to give her a free entry into my giveaway. Okay, like I'm going to say, hey, will you do this for me? I'm going to send you some coffee samples. I'll give you a free entry to my giveaway. Will you invite 10 people to a messenger party for me? I'm really trying to work on my trip to the DR. I'm really trying to meet a qualification. I'm really trying to get this bonus. Tug on our heartstrings a little bit. And then those are 10 people that a post that they posted for you may never have reached. Okay, those are 10 people you're actually having one-on-one conversations with. Those are 10 people you're going to go friend. Those are 10 people that you've now piqued their interest on the products in the business. And now they're going to follow you and watch your story. Because we all know it's a very small percentage on first contact actually buy. It's that repeated exposure over and over and over again. Brittany Landrum used a really great, we had a leadership chat today. She used a really good example that I just had never thought about before. She said, how many times do you get a coupon in your email and ignore it, and then all of a sudden say, oh, I think I'm going to use that coupon and buy something today. Okay. I get Bath and Body Works coupons in my email, and our email from Bath and Body Works every single day. I even have a gift card for them. Did I run out immediately and buy it? But no, all of a sudden Wallflowers went for $2. And I'm like, oh, I need to spend my gift card. Okay, it's that exposure over and over and over again. Think of it in how we are saturated with stuff too. It's the same thing when we're marketing for other people. How many times did it take me to all of a sudden respond to that Bath and Body Works email is when something piqued my interest. And I had free money. Like, I mean, I didn't just go run out and spend it. Mel, what do you have to add?
Yeah, I totally agree with that. Like, you got to think a little bit outside the box. If Host to Post is not working for you right now, you need to pivot. And this is our way of pivoting. It's, doing a messenger party and maybe grabbing, somebody that's on your team and do it with them if you need to for that extra support. Grab me or Mel. We'll help you get through your first one to see how it goes. We are not hands off. Yes, we have life just like you do, but we are here for you guys and we want to see you succeed. We don't want to go to the DR without you. I'm telling you right now that I want all 8 of us to be there. I want us there. And if Host to Post is holding you back, then stop and pivot and do something else that's going to work. Okay. So we're giving you this other avenue to try, and don't be like me. Okay. Learn from my mistakes. Mel told me about messenger parties. I don't even know how long ago. And I was like, yeah, no, I'm good. Right. And so what if I had said, okay, and my business had already blown up, right? So you just got to learn from me to pivot. And if it's something's not working, change it. If it's one Host to Post, let's say, for example, you're doing a Host to Post on gummies and you've done 8 Host to Post on gummies and you've got no responses, chances are you need to switch. You need to switch your wording. You need to put it on a background. You need to, pivot. Okay. So no matter what it is, if it's a product, if it's the wording, if it's doing a messenger party, instead, if it's getting a referral, asking somebody for a referral. We talked about this in the Freedom Legacy call with Kelsey O'Day, I think is her name. And she asked for referrals from people. So if you have potential customers or somebody that's going to post for you, and you say, hey, if you want to give me, 3 or 4 people who you think might want this product with you, I'll enter your name twice in the giveaway. Okay. And then you're getting referrals. And if they're already using the product and they have a response to the product, a good response to the product, then they're going to turn around and tell their friends about it. And then guess what? They're going to want those gummies too, because they want to see that results as well. So it's all about referrals. It's all about messenger parties, and it's all about pivoting. Take the pivot and do the things, because if you're not doing your daily task list, then you're not putting in the work to see the money come in and the benefits of going on this trip and making these bonuses. Because if you count yourself out, you won't get there. And I've had to learn this the hard way too. I've counted myself out of all these trips. I've always counted myself out because I didn't think I could do it. But I know I can do this trip. And I know if I can do it, I know you guys can do it, because we've trained you how. We've given you the tools. We've taught you all the things, and you're seeing us do it. And so if we're doing it, you can do it too, And so I just feel like so many times we count ourselves out, and me included. And they've given us the simple tools and a simple way for everybody to go and for everybody to start fresh. So if you put in the work, you're going to reap the benefits.
I completely agree. And if host to post the normal way isn't working for you, get on Reels and do giveaway Reels. Get on, Reels and TikTok and do host to post type things on there. Announce your giveaway. Do product posts. Something that people are doing on Instagram is they are asking people to host for them. It's like a host to post on Instagram, but they're having them share their reel or share their post into their stories. Okay, so do something different. It's then when they share their reel, that's getting more views on their reel, it's adding it to their story, which gets more views on your reel, which boosted it out to Reels again. Okay, because Reels gets boosted over and over by the amount of likes and views on it. Okay, so that's a way to do something different too. Think outside the box. And like I said, if a giveaway post isn't doing great on your page, freaking make it into a reel and then message those people. Those people then are going to come to your network. They're going to start following you and friending you. It's all about growing differently. What's not working, pivot. We've got ideas. We've got all kinds of ideas. We're throwing things at you because we know that you're struggling in certain areas. Okay. But some of it too is you may think that you're doing work all day too, but are you specifically really doing all the things? Does that make sense? And which is why I suggested at the very beginning, write it down. Take a couple days and say, like, when you specifically do something, instead of getting lost in TikTok looking for content, instead of getting lost in Facebook interacting for an hour, instead of getting lost looking at stories, be specific and be like, okay, I just went through and commented on 10 stories, okay, and then move on to something else. Make sure that you're writing it down and then look at the results that got you, okay? And look at it and be like, well, I did all of this today and this is what I got. Sometimes it takes pivoting and doing something different. Sometimes it takes more. Like I was telling Mel, like I am so freaking excited. I've been through a season of just a lot of stuff happening that I haven't even like shared with everybody. A lot of stuff happening. And not really wanting to do all the things every single day. And it took me putting action when I didn't want to do action and putting my hands to the phone and picking up and doing it, or saying, I'm going to sit here and do 35 host-to-post asks right now, even though I don't want to. And when I put action to what I don't want to do, guess what? All of a sudden it just keeps tumbling downward. I keep going. Then I go into the next task. Then I go into this. And then action, when I'm getting in conversations with people, when I'm talking to potential DTs, all of a sudden I'm excited because I'm getting my passion back. Sometimes when you don't have passion, excitement, or hope, sometimes you just have to put action to those words. And then that action then you start remembering why you're passionate about this business, why you're doing this. You start finding your why. If you're struggling with being passionate, start journaling. I started journaling again. And just writing out my hopes and dreams and what I want. I want to be top 150 so bad. I want more to be top 150 so bad this next year. And I write it every single day. Top 150, top 150, top 150. And what this program is going to do, 4-in-1 and fighting for the DR, it's going to make us, top 150 is not by rank. It's by money made. Money made in this business. This group right here can make a freaking crap ton of money, and not a single one of us rank up to a different rank and be paid more than we have ever been paid before. And that's what they're giving us. It's a gift. It really is a gift, and more change is coming. The people that they've hired and put in place in the business, they've hired so many new people to take our business to the next level. Because we've been through this season, and like, it was so refreshing on our leadership call today with Brittany Landrum, Kelsey Thornton, Taylor Kaufman. I mean, all these big names that you think are doing great in the business. They aren't. They've had a hard season too. Their charts have been decimated too. Okay. And now we all are embracing 4-in-1 and how that takes us to the future and the future of the business. The business is changing. The business is changing and how we make money. Gone is the ways of the past. Gone is all these charting. Gone is all these things. And it's moving into how we can make the most money. And this is how we can do it. And that's what's going to benefit our families. Not being a rank. It's getting freaking 4-in-1s over and over and over and over again. And it's that simple. It's that simple. If you can do it, you can teach somebody else to do it. All right. Does anybody have any questions? Mel, do you have anything else that you want to add? I know we're excited. I don't think we can express that enough. Like I am so excited. I'm so excited. I cannot wait to freaking be on the beach in October. I can't wait to I want to earn it all. I want free airfare. I want to bring somebody, I want it all. I want it all. But you know what that means? That means I can't do the minimum. The minimum is no longer okay. The minimum is no longer good enough. Because I don't want to be in the end of June going, I'm still lacking 3 4-in-1 cycles and beating myself up because I hung loose in February. Or I kept holding myself back in March because I wasn't willing to do even the minimum. No, I want to be like enrolling, getting my $800 of free airfare by then. That's what, it's not going to be a question whether I'm going to the DR. I'm going to have that in the bag by April. I mean, do you hear me? Like, get excited. Stop holding yourself back. Like, just go all in, but minimum's not good enough. Minimum gets you stressed. Let's be excited. Let's get this in the bag and then work for the extras. Let's work for the extras. Okay? Let's make the most money you can for your freaking family. And what would a $3,500 check do for you and your family right now? Like, just life-changing. And then add another $5,000 on top of that. Are you serious? Like, I mean, are you kidding me? That's lots of money. And you may not be money motivated. I sure am. I sure am. I got lots of things that I want to do with that. I got dreams. I have big dreams for that money. And it's going to include a new wardrobe because I'm going to be freaking in my gold jeans by the time I go somewhere in October. And listen to me. You don't want to be watching me and Mel at the beach in October. Do you hear me? You will be kicking yourself in the ass. Stop it. Each one of you can do this. Don't be watching us. Because I'm going to tell you right now, we're going to be there. We're going to be there. So you get to choose whether what you're doing every day is good enough and take it to the next level so that you can be there saying, Coy, I wish you were here with me. But Coy decided to take the month off. Sorry, Coy. You hear me? And I'm not talking bad about you, Coy. You're doing so awesome. I'm so proud of you. But but listen, I'm being dead serious. Don't be the one sitting on the sidelines watching us in the DR in October because you held yourself back. There ain't no one that can count you out but you for this trip and for this money. All right, you guys, get excited. Get excited and listen. You all are like, I know I can't even sign one person. I'm having trouble signing customers. I'm having trouble signing distributors. You're not telling your story. All of you. You ain't telling your story. I'm going to tell you that right now. All of you on here. You need to tell your story every single day. Dream. You're dreaming for the freaking DR. You need to talk about it every day. This is what I want. This business is taking me here. This is what this business is doing. I'm going to earn $3,500 plus $5,000. Guess what I'm going to do with that? I'm going to pay off my car. I'm going to do this. I'm dreaming. This business is taking me here. This business is going to give me a free vacation in October. This business is doing this. You need to shout it and talk about it because people have lost their hope. People don't dream anymore. People are complacent. They're sad. They're unhappy. They want more. We have an opportunity for them that can give them this type of money. And even if it's not this type of money, girl trips. Like, I've seen the same weird posts for the last couple of days. I don't have close friends. I don't get invited on girls trips. You know, like this whole sad, like, quote thing that people keep sharing, you know, basically admitting that they have no friends. Look at what we have. We have each other. We have an amazing community of people who just are kind. We love each other. We have fun. We love the Lord, and we want better for our families and our lives. Okay, it's not just about the money. We have an opportunity that anyone and everyone needs. And if it's sad, depressing quote that keeps going around, I just need to message those people. That's what I'm gonna start doing. I'm gonna message those people. I'll say, friend, you need to be a part of my business. That's what I'm gonna do. Because that's what's gonna take. I'm gonna take it to the next level. It's time for you guys to take it to the next level. I'm so excited about this year, you guys. Like, I can't express that enough. And I cannot wait to be celebrating, introducing you to some of the amazing people that I've met on these trips, and being able to just like scream from the rooftops when we are out of this freaking COVID country and we are sitting on a beach in October, letting everyone watch and celebrate that. Mel, you got anything else? Okay, girls, listen, I love you. I'm excited. And if you are struggling with ideas, okay, about breaking it out of the box, let's talk. We've done coaching calls with a lot of you, and we've given you some ideas and things to do. Now it's time to implement those. If you're having a hard time finding balance, plan. It's the best thing I can tell you to do. Plan ahead. Look at your day for tomorrow and be like, how can I make tomorrow successful? Then do it again the next day. How can I make today successful? I know I need to get these things done. How am I going to fit it into my day? And then how am I going to do extra? Because here's the minimum I have to do. But then go to bed. Before you go to bed, lay down your head at bed, do one more thing. That's what I'm going to challenge you to do. Do the minimum. And then before you go to bed, do one more thing every single day. It's going to take you to the next level. I'm proud of you guys. Thanks for jumping on. Crystal, you are our winner because you look amazing. And I am so freaking proud of you for dressing up and getting so excited. She's so stinking cute. And so I'm going to send you something out in the mail this week, okay? I love you. I love you guys. I'm proud of you. And I hope that you have a wonderful night.